But all the struggle that you're having when you were at Rogers, you said you were able to read and write just fine there. But I'm asking you to read here at home, and you're adding in letters that aren't in these words. And then you're crying and getting big upset about it. You're 11 years old. And the school believes your reading level is at 2nd and 3rd grade. They jump in to help you at the school whenever you miss a word because they don't want you to feel bad. But I want you to actually finish school one day, okay? I want you to know how to read. So I keep asking you, who's bigger, Kanaya or the words? But now you're telling me you don't want to read, and that's why. I already know that. So why do you hate reading so much?
Because it's hard.
It's hard, but you have assistance every word of the way. You have an e-reader at school. You don't even have to type things. You don't have to say anything. You have to talk, but that's it. It does the work for you. But someday when you're a big kid, you're going to have to go out and, like, have a job, deal with money, deal with people. You have to actually do these things with words. So I understand that it's boring to you and that it is super annoying for your brain when you don't like to do something you don't want to do or enjoy. But you're literally crying right now. And you're getting snot going out of your nose, right? Because you don't want to do it. Right? At the last apartment, you would, like, go down the elevator and refuse to read. It's just a book, honey. And it's not the dyslexia. It's not, because they never said you had that. They just said you struggle with reading. Right? Yeah. So is it a struggle with reading, or is it like you're in 5th grade and you're adding extra letters into these words that aren't there? I know you know the alphabet. So what is going on?
No.
Well, what does it feel like in your body when a teacher or a mom tells you to sit down and read a book?
I'm scared.
You feel scared of what?
The book.
I feel like I just gave you that language by saying, who's bigger, the book or Kanaya? So what do you mean by you're afraid of the book? This book is about fairies, the rich children.
Someone asked me to read. My stomach feels weird.
Yeah, you're making yourself anxious. This book is about fairies and dragonflies. You're working yourself up, but then you had that word laid over there, like they laid things down, right? And then you kept putting in, like, line. And you know that those letters are not there. You've had special assistance since you've been in school. I did Montessori with you. I've been reading with you. Your brother helps you read. Adults help you read every day. But when we jump in to save you on every single word because you shut down and refuse to read because you're annoyed, then you don't actually learn to read, and now you're 11. And sometimes you spell your last name wrong. So what is actually going on? You know these words, you know these letters. But you get so worked up and shut down whenever it's time to read a book. And this is not, this is 30 words per page, if that. So what is it?
I don't know.
What color is the feeling? You had to give it a color.
Purple.
Okay, you like the color purple, right? So it's a good feeling?
Oh, it's dark purple, so no.
Okay. Can you use a basic feeling to explain it?
Embarrassed.
Yeah, but you have to get through that because you've been embarrassed and running away from books since books came out. So since you've started. It's never gone anywhere else. You've had tutors, you've had like big brothers, big sisters, you've had people at school, you have your IEP. You have a very well put together IEP, in fact. But if you end up crying to people every time you read, especially white women, they're gonna feel bad for you, right? And they're gonna jump in and tell you the words because they don't know what's going on. They don't understand the behaviors or conduct disorder or anything like that, generally, right?
What? They were downstairs.
Put them on the kennel for now. Thank you. For now? Thanks. You can read this book. Your age, you are capable of chapter books, and you will get there. But this book is about fairies and dragonflies. And if we can't get through 30 words per page, you're going to have a real hard time in your future. And you need to stop misspelling your last name and your first name. You've had those for years now. That's how I know you're being goofy at times. Because you know how to spell your own name. We really have to stop seeking sympathy from people, okay? That's got to be the worst. You have so many good things about you. That thing, every day it annoys me at least once. Because you do it at least once a day. You can read this book. You know your alphabet. You remember when you were like 5 or 6 and you ran by me and you yelled, "You don't even know your letters." Right? So do you know your letters or no?
Yes.
So do you mind reading those letters put together into words? Let's try that. So where were you before? Let's try that thing we learned a few years ago with our finger underneath. Good job. Let's try that. Now I already said this word and I know you know because you looked down at it when I said it. So go ahead and repeat the word I already said to you.
Laid.
Good job. And that tells me that you're so smart, Kanaya. Because you have listening skills, you heard what I said, and you also knew that word was in there the whole time. So keep going.
Aside from there is one task.
Good job.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Yet
Mm-hmm.
to be done. Deep breathing the
Good job. That's a hard one.
ground, the roof, children
So
with
the title's called The Root Children, okay?
root children wake the
Close.
awake,
There's an N at the end.
awaken
Good job.
the bugs and lay them up the air with
This is an annoying one. I look at it and I just make it with my tongue. Just sound it out.
Throat.
So the last part you've had flashcards for. So through, like through.
Through tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
It by fair.
Chunk it.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. Fireflies.
Good job.
Deeping the ape in dipping their brushes into the rainbow. The rich children paint the bugs until they sparkle just gems, just like gems. It's time to get dressed. Children, Mother Earth calls. Everyone is waiting.
Good job. I know that one's hard.
At last, they are ready. Mother Earth.
I'm not sure either. Okay, sound it out, yep.
On bottles.
Close. What do we chunk it? So take this part off. What's that?
Bottles.
Bolts. Bolts.
Bolts.
On
bolts. The drawers. They bolts.
Sound it out.
Below. Upon her. Run. They let ass. Is that a cute? Cool. Wait,
Let the. You're gonna try to chunk it with sounds, okay? Like every 3 letters or so. You sound it out.
Ass. Ed. Qued.
Yes, cool. Worried.
Word.
All together, what does it sound like?
Masquerade.
You just had it before. Close. Break it up. Break it up like you need to. Not together.
Masquerade.
Close. Sound it out again, but break it up. Find the R. Let's see. Say that.
Quard.
Aid.
Masquerade.
So we're gonna start again.
Quard.
Quar. There's no extra D. Quar.
Aid.
Now say it together.
Masquerade.
Masquerade. There's masks and it's a ball. Masquerade.
Masquerade begins. She calls dresses in the flowers
Why don't you shift this way so we can both see the book?
Costumes, the rich children, and gem-colored bugs rush out to the world.
Pause. So this is like the third time you've done it, and I'm curious. When you see the word jewel, you say gem. Why is that? I mean, it means your brain knows that that's the word. You know it's jewel, but your brain still switches it as gem. I was curious. Okay, keep going. You're here.
The world. Animals of every kind. They are there to greet them.
Good job.
Wake up, ant, spring, young robin calls the rich children her kind, ant, spring. Rising.
Sound it out your clothes.
Rises from her bed of feathers and lilies. The rich children smaller.
Close. That is pronounced correct, but what does it sound like in other words you've heard?
Smother
Good job.
her with kisses. You are so beautiful, kind. Aunt Spring says many is that a U? Or
That's a V.
okay, love and happiness follows with
You could break it up into two words if it helps, if you recognize one. So ever. So what's the first half?
Ever. Her. With.
So we're stuck on a word. Could we read the rest of the sentence and then try to use context clues to figure it out?
You may blossom.
Something ever you may blossom.
With ever.
With ever is not a word. It would be, all these words are, it's a kid's book, so it'd be words you would have heard of. Blank ever you may bloom. Last word is bloom.
whatever.
Good job. Yeah, you know this stuff. You got it. Easy peasy.
The rude children. Wait. At scatter. Through ground.
So through is the GH where it ends. And then what's the next word built in? Through blank. So the last three letters are what you're looking at right now. Through blank.
Throughout the land and the air is
Okay, sound it out. So PER makes what sound? PER. No, just the letters together. PER. Together though, not separate letters, not like separate card letters. P-E-R. No, what is it together when it flows? Good. What's the rest of that word? Block those three letters off.
From.
There's no extra R in there. Sound it out with the letters that are really there.
From.
You're adding an extra R. I'm not sure why.
Ed.
And the ed we could just say D, like it ended there with the.
Ed. Wait. From the.
What are our vowel sounds? Do we know? What are vowel sounds?
A, E, I, O, and U.
Okay. So is it possible that sometimes letters could make those sounds too?
Yeah.
Let's think about that. Okay, what's your first letters that sound like?
These ones?
Okay, and then the rest? Yeah, what does the letter F sound like, honey? Yeah, so perf, and then what? Okay, so say it together. No, from the beginning of the word, dear. So what are vowel sounds again?
A, E, I, O, U.
What letters in there are vowels?
E,
And?
U.
Good job. Let's try to sound it out now.
Per. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then faster.
Per. Profound.
You had it before.
Performed.
Nope, you had it before. What are your vowel sounds?
A, I, O, U.
Okay. What vowels are in there?
E and U.
Okay, now try it together.
Per. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now say it faster.
Per.
Alright. The root children scatter throughout the land, and the air is...
Performed.
So performed isn't a word, and it's not performed. So let's try something else before we keep trying to make the adult do it for us. Because it's not going to happen. Yeah, not performed. What else? Still not performed. What else? Make some other sounds with your mouth. Think about vowels, perhaps. Well, does that sound like a word you've heard? Yeah, still not performed. What else could it be? What sounds like a word that could be? I know you told me if you get something wrong once or twice, your teachers step in and they do it for you. We're not doing that. So you can say performed 15, 20 times, and I'm still not going to do it for you. Yeah, still not performed. Why don't you try to make some different vowel sounds with your mouth? No, because your eyebrows raised when you were on the U, and you decided to do performed again. Try to make a different mouth hole sound for the U. There you go.
Perfume.
Yes. How long ago did you actually know the word canal?
Not that long.
Look at me.
I didn't know that it was A. No,
It wasn't. It was a U.
I only knew.
But your eyebrows raised up when you knew it, and you still decided to do performed. Why? Use your words, please.
No.
Use your words, Kanaya. Your therapist did not accept, I don't know.
You just don't. I just didn't think that it was when hey with like you with that you say the word with because there's not an e at the end.
I know we went over vowels 100 times for this one word. And so do you. So what is actually happening?
I don't know. There's no e at the end, so I didn't think it was a letter.
Yeah, it's at its normal place. Perfumed. The question is, why did you keep repeating the same perfumed like 15, 20 times after I told you that's not it? Oh, sweetie? Can't see your face.
That's what I thought it was.
Yes, but I kept telling you it wasn't. So what we've done in the past for years is that you wear me down by saying things that don't make sense. And then I get tired of reading with you, right? And then you're free to do whatever. Because you shut down, you don't do the thing, you don't listen, and you say things that have no sense at all. And then I get so tired by it, spending hours with you on something like that we just don't continue. So I would guess that was what your goal was with profound. Do you think so? Honey. Then. What is it, Kanaya?
People think it's performed.
No one thinks it's performed. When you go to nurse and you go to school counselor and you do these things and you talk nonsense for so long and then you say, I don't know, does it end up buying you more time with them? This up-close presence? Or they're just focused on you and they can't do anything else with their day? Because you create issues, but then you say, I don't know. Because I'm a foot from your face right now and I clearly can't do anything else. Because you want to keep repeating profound. And I think that makes the most sense. So is that how it goes at school? You say random stuff and then you just keep saying, I don't know once they look at you. Then.
I just want to go to them. I just talk to them normally.
Yeah, I understand that because you feel like they're your friends. I'm trying to understand why you don't finish a word when you've been told that that's not what it is. And you knew that it was perfumed, and yet you still repeated profound. So why is that?
I just keep arguing until you come to me.
Yeah, profound was not it, right? And then you said people think it's profound. That makes no sense. You're perfuming right now. So what is it?
Nothing.
Let me understand, sweetie. One.
I just was keep on being performed because so I didn't have to keep on reading.
Yeah, I know. You know it's manipulative though, right? To keep being terrible at something so that you don't have to do it. On purpose. That's you being manipulative. Do you understand that? Look at me. Being manipulative is the same as lying. It is lying. You are lying to manipulate someone else's behavior, to control them. That's a terrible thing for a little girl to do. The only person you have power over is Kanaya. Although Kanaya can read beyond a 2nd grade level, okay? And she never will if she never tries. What time is it?